Okay, so we got 10 renown. Normal. Can't upgrade anybody. Let's take a look at the market for a second. Tistleberry, Singing Stone. Will per kill. Armor on rest. Mostly useless. Okay, let's talk to him. Ivor, you began. Can we really keep this up? Ivor looks like he hasn't slept for days. We've lost a lot of fighters, he mumbles. The weight of the situation is crushing. Then, from far in the distance, you hear a horn. Dredge don't use horns. It occurs to you. Even appears at your side, just as a long caravan of people come into view. Dredge turning to attack them. Who is that, you ask? It can't be, says Even. He runs to the gates. You see there, Banner? It's Hacken. As you wonder how they got here, the gates are heaved open, and you charge onto the field, clearing a path through the dredge. Okay. Well, I'm not going to change my setup for anything. Because I can't promote anybody either. Right? 15. Yeah, I thought so. That's okay. I can make this work. Okay. A lot of big and heavies. A lot of ranged units over here. So we've got a Defender, Warrior, Colossus. So the Warrior... Oh, wait, no. The Warrior is not nearly as concerning as I thought it would be. Okay. So we want to put him there. Let's see. So he's in front. Though, honestly, we might... Yeah, we're going to want to have a Rook. And... Yeah, this seems like a good idea. Begin. Okay, so here's the question. We got Rook. Why don't we do this, actually? Why don't we do... What? Oh, he's not fully upgraded yet. This sucks. I'm going to move over here. Against my better judgment. We're going to rally him. We want him to go next. We want him to get in here and just start ruining people. Okay, it's not working exactly as well as I wanted, but it'll do. I was hoping I could get an AoE off, but close enough. Okay. Yeah, they've just got big and tough, which luckily isn't really a big threat to me. So that's good. All we have to do is just make it work. Okay, can't really break the armor on that. Let's just keep taking out the slingers. If all that's left is the big guys, they won't be able to get through. They have terrible armor break. And hitting them usually works out pretty well for me. We've got plenty of energy, so let's just move here. Because if I hit them... Oh, set them up, knock them down. Let's see if I can hit them from here. Arc lightning? Damn, just short. I forgot they've got that dumb shield bunce move. Alright, whatever. Let's bring Krumer in. Close. And let's hit this guy. He's Splinter. This will reduce his damage, and that should splinter over to the other guy. Same dealio here, except for with a little bit more Tempest. A little bit more, a lot more Tempest. Okay, so he's going to start summoning. We're just going to let him do that. We'll clear the rest of the field first. So, she can't do anything to any of these guys. Let's see if we can do 3 damage. Long shot! Hey! Okay, take it back. They do have things that they can do. It just doesn't mean much. We're ruining them. Which is great. But yeah, I figured I'd let him get his summon off. Because that way... Oh, he headbutts. Oh, that's fun. This way we get another guy to fight. Which, for the most part, is like 0 threat to me. Which is kind of great. I like that. Okay, Arc Lightning. I don't think it'll hit Gunelf. Let's not do that. Let's just end turn. I'm still not 100% certain what it'll do. But there's a very real possibility that it totally would. Luckily, these guys only are sundering my armor. Which doesn't worry me much, and I can just keep getting them to splinter into each other. Good stuff, really. Yay, Gunelf. being ridiculous. 21 attack power is utter nonsense. I love it. Alright, so here's a question. Can I Bird of Prey? Anybody? No. So Bird of Prey just increases her range and makes it so she can always hit. Not a bad thing, actually. But that's... So puncture rules still apply. It just gives her some extra range along the way. Okay, that's fine. I don't think I have to worry about anything. Between the puncture shot and the arrow, shouldn't matter. And they both go down. Hey, chain reaction. Okay, victory. And this should let me get another level 20, which is good. Juno. I wasn't sure I'd ever see you again, Even. She smiles and they embrace. Even is completely taken aback, as though he doesn't dare believe she's real. I'm sorry, I couldn't make it to Sigerholm. I ran into problems. Problems is putting it lightly. There's a mile-wide canyon practically splitting the world in two over those hills. Couldn't find a place to cross. Worse, dredge are practically falling out of it like blood from a wound. They're not coming from the north anymore. They're everywhere. We noticed. Glad to see you made it out alive, Ingvar. I take it the others didn't. Haken becomes quiet. Then he motions towards Juno. She got across somehow. Found her out cold for a second time. Since leaving Strand. We know every axe we can get right now. Bellower is here. Gods be damned, I thought I was free of that menace. I'll deal with Bellower. Come on, no need to tempt him by standing out here. Haken's caravan. I have a lot. Oh, I wonder if they get combined? I don't know, but I've got 56 renown now. Haken's caravan enters the city, fighting off waves of dredge as they go. To your relief, hundreds of skilled warriors are now safely in Boersgard. Haken joins with you with his personal bodyguard, Moger. Behind him, the Prince Luden and his entourage are in tow, though looking less than pleased to be here. I have one last trip to make. I need this one to come with me. She says, pointing to you. I'm sorry, Evend. You must wait for me one last time. Do not let the city fall before I return. It takes everything within Evend's power to hold back, but he does. She turns to you. Rook, come with me. We'll return in 2 days. Maybe less if you're as quick as you look. Tell anyone who needs to know. Where? Why? Not far, says Juno. She pauses and something shifts in your vision. Just for a moment. I know it's hard, she says, her voice filling your head. And you've already been through a lot. As she speaks again, the rest of the world melts away, but you're needed. You can't find the words to argue. Or more per se, how would you? How would we? Okay. Well, now we've got us in a wagon. Wait, what? What the hell's going on? You don't remember leaving the city, but here you are, walking through unfamiliar ground behind Juno. You're alone, aside from hundreds of dredge who are all facing towards an enormous stone ahead. The hairs on the back of your neck stand up. Well, this is freaky. I guess this is like their religion or something. They're all wrapped. And out there's the stone singer. Oh, this is the godstone that created them. Oh, like this is the godstone of the god that created them. So I guess here we get to see the backstory of the dredge. We're at the godstone of Stravus. You glance nervously around, but the dredge didn't seem to hear her. It's okay, you can speak. Softly. Is this where you're going to sacrifice me? Juno smiles. What could have come across as profanely creepy looks sincere instead. No, the dredge cannot see us. To be more precise, they can see us, but I've convinced them to be unconcerned. I can understand your apprehension, though. Who are you? I wish we had time for a proper introduction. My name is Juno. I'm on the Mender Council. You met Evend, my apprentice. How are you doing these things, controlling minds? I thought Menders built things and healed wounds. You're right, Menders do these things. Some of us still practice the teachings given to the Loom Mother's first creations. We are called Volca. I believe I am the only one who can influence another's mind. Then why not take control of Bellower? I learned the talent to heal minds, not control them. Though, even some of the Velka have trouble believing this. Taking control of Bellower, it's the difference between convincing a child to sit still and telling a starving bear to stop being hungry. The truth is, we're rarely a match for the Sunder anymore. Our advantage is that we can train more Vulca. It is also our weakness. The Vulca pass on and lose their knowledge, while the Sunder simply grow older and more powerful. Bellower is both immortal and beyond my influence, to a point. Then how do we stop him? The God of Secrets will play a part, as will you. What are we doing out here? Do you know the god Stravas? Few know this stone exists, even amongst those who have lived their whole lives in Beauregard. While Dengler deals in fortune, Stravas taught men the value of trade in a different way. He showed them it has consequence, two sides of the same coin. See the silver in the stone? The gales up here wear away the stone, but the metal remains. We need a piece of the silver. The god Stravas is wreathed by imagery of silver weapons. The myths say he traded these weapons to the gods, and they used them to kill each other. Those who seek out the stone call him the god of trade. The Menders call him the god of secrets. He was both. Why are we surrounded by dredge? They seem to be drawn to the godstone. There are many things we don't know about Stravas. Maybe they see him as a patron, or it is an attraction they cannot explain. Does Stravas have something to do with the serpent in Einertoft? What was that thing? I cannot say. Can't? I have my suspicions, but until I've had time at the Mender libraries, it would be unwise to speculate. For all our knowledge, it always seems as though we know little. Imagine how the rest of us feel. On the contrary, the less people know, the more certain they tend to be. Why'd you pick me? Why didn't you take Evend or Hacken? You don't even know me. I apologize for putting you in danger. Evend must keep Beauregard from falling while we are away. And if something goes wrong here, I need to be certain one of us makes it back alive. I saw the thoughts of each person when I arrived in Beauregard. You were the only one I know. You were the only one I knew would return. What do you mean? You would find your way back to Alette, no matter what. Well, let's get what we need and go. Indeed, you'll need to dislodge at least a fistful of the metal. We will forge it into an arrow to slay Bellower. Wait, after everything you've told me, make a magic arrow to shoot Bellower? That's all it takes? Why didn't you do that a long time ago? Juno gets a faraway look in her eyes. No, that is not all it takes. What I tell you now must not be repeated. The arrow will not kill Bellower. Even if it were to strike his heart, he has no physical weaknesses. But it will sow doubt in his mind. When it pierces him, I will help him to believe that he is dying. The rest of you will convince him of it with sword and axe. Everyone who fights at your side must believe it to be true. You're going to trick him into thinking he's dead. That's the most insane? He really can't be killed? No. Someday he will awaken and realize he's not dead. I imagine he will be quite upset. First, we must make the arrow. Focus on the task at hand. She looks knowingly at the godstone, waiting for you to start climbing. Rook, I'm not certain how the dredge will react when you do this. And behind us is the sudden drop. So be careful. Do I have to do like a one-man fight with Rook? That sounds kind of nonsense. Okay. Approaching the back of the stone, you start to climb, looking for a loose piece of the silver vein. Even without looking out onto the dredge, you can feel each sinister face watching you closely, held back only by Juno's influence. Panic races through your blood. Quickly wrench out the nearest chunk, climb higher where it may be easier to remove. Let's go with that one. As you climb, you can't help but notice the stony masks of the dredge lined up before the godstone, like worshippers before an idol. Just a glimpse nearly immobilizes you. Your hand rests on a piece of silver that comes away easily. The dredge do not react. Let's look for another piece. While you're here, you glance quickly to see if there's another low-hanging fruit. You're able to pry away another, smaller piece of silver ore before your nerve gives out. You nimbly descend to where Juno is waiting. Well done, she says. As you walk back through the dredge, their heads turn in unison to follow. The dread that lingers, and the shaking in your head, and your hands, does not subside for hours. Okay, well there's the... You know, he's probably the one that made the dredge, maybe. And we get Strav's whetstone. Hey! You approach the gates of Beauregard again, relieved to see they are still standing. It looks like they took a beating while you were gone. Alette rushes to your side and throws her arms around you once you've crept through the gates. Juno smiles at the reunion and tells you, take this time with your daughter. Find a smith who can fashion an arrow from that silver. I have other things to which I must attend. But meet me on the walls when you're done. Alright. Well, first and foremost, let's go to heroes, probably. You know what? This is... Ooh, sheesh. Yeah, so we want to make our dream team here, and that's going to take some thinking. So first and foremost, we're putting Gunnulf... We're putting Ivor and Gunnulf on the team. We're taking Alette off, because she's not very good. I'll probably keep Rook. I don't know if I'll promote him. I kind of want to go with, like, Moger, Hakon, and Krumer. No, we probably want evened. Yeah. I don't know. We'll think about this one. Looks like we get the whole team, so this must be the last fight. Like, this is the finale. Alright. Well, I'm going to think about this off camera and get a drink. Alright. I think it's time. So, let's go to heroes for a second. I figured I'd talk over or show who I've got. So we got Rook at level 4. Ivor, level 5. Gunnulf, evened. Hakon, and Krumer. All loaded out with the best artifacts I could get my hands on, except for the Stein. I know the Stein's okay. The knockback is kind of okay. I don't know. It might actually be better than I thought, but I don't know. Either way, let's go to the crafters. It takes a while, but you finally find someone willing to craft an arrow for you. He eyes you suspiciously when you show him the silver, but he shakes his head and gets started. Alette watches, the smith's fire reflecting in her distant stare. I talked with Even a long time while you were gone. He told me a lot about Juno. Is she really as powerful as he said? It certainly seems that way. That might be the most luck we've had so far. Dad, I think I know what's going to happen now. An arrow? She's going to make you shoot the Bellower, isn't she? I don't know for sure. Come on, who else is going to do it? Ivor? Alette, I know where this is going. You're afraid of me dying. This isn't like before. We can't run this time. That's not what I... Let me do it. What? Why not? Because you think I'll get hurt? What do you think? Oh, what do you do when Bellower comes straight for the person holding the only thing that can destroy him? Let me speak. Everything's changed. Skoger feels so long ago. I'm not asking because I'm afraid of losing you. I'm not afraid of anything anymore. Let me do it because you know I'm a better shot. I have a better chance of puncturing his armor. We only have one shot. I'm not a child anymore. I'm not just some girl. I'm your daughter. I can do this, for once. Let me decide what happens to me. Oh. You know, I'm really curious who gets to be the main character for Banner Saga 2. I wonder if it chooses a canon ending, or carries over your save file, or none of these characters mean anything, or if they show up as like cameos or side characters or whatever later. Kind of Walking Dead style. I was kind of hoping there'd be a direct carryover. But reading this now, one of these two characters has to die. And we get to pick which one. Honestly, I'm gonna say no. Why? Because I don't want to use her in battle over Rook. Rook is way better. Even if he is the one that dies. I mean, also from like a strictly like familial standpoint, having some dude sacrifice his only daughter to save everyone seems kind of silly when he could just do it himself. I don't know. I'm not a dad, but I assume that's what a dad would think. Okay, I'm sorry, Alette. No. She stares into the firelight. You wait for the tears to come to her eyes, but they never do. Just promise. Promise we'll be together. You sit by her side silently until the smith finishes his work. Alright. Well, let's talk to Juno. There he is. Juno's in the middle of an animated debate as you approach, the arrow in your hand. There's little time left. Bellower knows we're here. Whether he's waiting for more of his forces to arrive or simply wants to starve us out first, I cannot tell. But he will not expect a direct attack. Is this a joke? How are we going to do that? I'll take a handful of warriors to face him. I can keep a small group hidden from sight. The rest of you will lead the charge from here. With luck, Bellower will send his armies away from himself to meet you. What about the Ravens? They may protest. They will not. I've arranged a task for them. Even if you make it to Bellower, what chance is there of defeating him? We saw what happened at Einertoft. That thing can't be killed. Juno shows them the arrow you had forged from the Godstone silver. This will make him bleed like the rest of us. Once he is pierced, he will be vulnerable. She looks you in the eyes. We only have one. Do not miss. And bring only those you absolutely need. It will take all my concentration to keep the other dredge from swallowing us up. I cannot join you in battle. And if we kill Bellower, then what? The dredge will just wander away? That is my belief, yes. I can't say for certain. This is a doomed plan. Help us hold out here until the ships are finished. And then what? Bellower will hound our every step, all the way to Arborang, where I'm certain more sunder await. Now is the time to speak to loved ones, and the memory of any god that pleases you. Rest. In the morning, we slay asunder. This music is... Actually, I'm really, I'm gonna say, I'm really susceptible to emotional responses and things. So this music is actually making me a little, choke up a little bit. Which is kind of... I don't know, I guess really it shouldn't surprise me in the slightest. This happens all the time. But it's hard when you have to read out loud. Anyway, Bellower. The silence is what you remember. You rise in silence and walk through the empty streets. Upon the wall, two armies stand quietly watching each other. Your footsteps echo on the wooden floorboards as you approach Juno. She breaks the silence. It is time, Juno says. Gather your allies. Today, one thing will end, another will begin, and our actions will decide on which we stand. Decide on which side we stand. Okay. Oh, I see. Like, win-lose, pretty much. Skip past that one. Yeah, the other thing is, there's no way I was going to promote Alette in this one. Okay, ready for battle. Last fight of the game. Of course, for me, I'm almost immediately going to go on to start filming Banner Saga 2, so that's going to be a thing. Okay. So let's take a look. Oh, jeez. I fought harder fights earlier in the game. Wait, what? She's... What? Oh, no, she's in the party. Why is she in the party? Who got ousted? Ivor's not in the party. What? I guess we're bringing her along. Oopsie. Okay. So I'm gonna go with the standard wrecking ball maneuver. We're gonna have to keep him in the back, because if he goes down, we lose the battle. Okay, so he can move forward a bit. Unfortunately, there's not much he can do to this guy. Let's take off some armor, though. Looks like it's Bellower's turn first. Damn. Alright. That's going to be a problem. You cannot use the arrow until there's no chance of missing. So we have to take all of his armor off? Probably. You know what? We can take a look. Silver arrow. Pierce Bellower. Only possible when chance to hit is 100%. Oh. I see. So when my attack is above his health? So effectively this fight is entirely just get his armor down an amount. Unfortunately, through luck or other shittery, the Rook is now in front. Anyway, let's do Arc Lightning. Let's hit these two. Should work. Well, that was stupid. Okay. So we're going to move forward. So we got this guy next, right? Yeah. Okay, so here's what we're going to do. We're gonna forge ahead on Hacken. We want to take this big guy out. He's in my way. That does very little, which is good. Okay, Hacken. I'm gonna move him forward. He can meet tank, like he always does. Let's attack him. 6. We got the basic goons, but Bellower is just too big right now. Stun skill. Oh. Okay. Let's move forward. Let's take off some of his armor. Realistically, we only have to take off a little, which is nice. We just absolutely have to make sure that Rook does not take any damage here. Okay, so it's Even's turn. Let's do Mend Max. Get that up. Well, luckily, most of these guys are all just kind of sitting here. Problem is... Oh, we can do this again. So we got Hacken. Can't do it to myself. I guess we'll do it to him. So he forges ahead. This guy just kind of walks over. Doesn't do anything. Okay. I could just hit him. But we just need to do a little bit more armor damage. It's going to be Hacken's turn next. Oh, he's out of energy. And then it's going to be Rook's. And we might actually be able to... We might be able to get him with a silver arrow next. I think so. Chance to hit is 100%. Looks like it. Okay. Yep, that was it. Okay, cool. Oh. Yep. He died. No, Dad, please help him. Okay. So it's the same one. Everybody's back up to full health. Haste Child, finish the Bellower now. Yeah. Well, luckily, Big Sucker does not actually have that much HP. This is definitely kind of showing why easy mode it may be too easy. Seriously. We had a harder time back in, what was it, chapter 3? Some of those fights were rough. I guess I'm playing on normal mode after this one anyway, so... Or, you know, for the sequel. The only reason why I did this is because I didn't have a choice. Let's see if I can kill him. Or at least make him useless. Okay, mostly useless. That dumb scream, though, is so annoying. Oh, I see. The primary target gets stunned. Interesting. Not much she can do, is there? Nope. Did not remember to upgrade her. Should have totally stolen his artifact. Alright, let's take out his goon. If we can get it down to Bellower, then we can hit him a hell of a lot more often. Okay, so this could backfire. Actually, let's move over here. I can't tell what's going on. I think that'll work. This might hit everybody. Oh, no, that works perfectly. Okay, it's pillage time, and it's just us and Bellower. Cool. Unfortunately, he's stunned, but that's okay. So let's surround him a little bit better. Attack. Can take his armor off. Yeah, let's take his armor off. Did he go down, or is he just stunned or something? I don't know. I'm really confused. Wizard Man's on his ass. And I'm confused as to why. Alright, whatever. Oh, fuck. Come on! Are you serious? We have to start over. Alright, let's see what happens when we... load? Oh. Oh, hello. There's a lot more of these save files than I thought there were. That's cool, actually. Alright, let's resume last save. Well, that sucks. Alright, hold on. Let's try that again. But I think I'm gonna skip ahead to, you know, when we're hitting Bellower. So what happened was, Evend was dead, but it still counted him as being in battle. And, couldn't deal with it. Sucks. Alright, so we're back. Let's start breaking his armor. Do as much as I can. I think this breaks his armor off. And hopefully Evend won't go down this time. I don't remember who exactly gets stunned as part of that. It's such an annoying move, too. We'll be fine, obviously. It's nuisance. Okay. So let's do... Arc Lightning? No. Fortunately, Evend isn't super useful in this situation. We'll probably... Oh, shit. He's the stunned one. Looks like he's progressing, or he's advancing for me. Wait, no. No. Forge ahead. Who do we want to forge ahead? Let's have Hacken forge ahead. We can have Gunnulf do it, but, having Hacken come in and smack... I guess this guy? Shit. I don't know, man. Oh yeah, we can do a Sundering Impact. Well, that was effective. Okay, can we can't hit from here. That's unfortunate. That's okay. We'll just keep doing the piercing shot. Or thread the needle. I'm just gonna keep taking his armor off. For better or worse, I think this is a fine tactic. We already took out the big guy. She takes a hit, but it don't matter. Yeah, the problem is that Scream puts me always just in kind of a disadvantageous position, which I'm not exactly appreciative of. Okay, let's try this. I don't think this is gonna hit any of my units. I've never really figured it out. Oh, I thought I hit the other guy. Jesus Christ, lay off on the screams, dude. Alright, whatever. We're gonna move over here. This will give us some space to wallop this guy something fierce. Gives him a turn, but that's okay. As long as it doesn't screw up my turn order again. We're good. Okay, so let's move over here. Let's do... Nope, let's not bend. Arc Lightning. Him. Max it out. Still not sure how much damage it does, but it does enough. And he takes himself out. You know what? It's better than the alternative. Okay. Looks like he's getting his armor back, so let's just start harrying his base health. Especially because Gunnulf, the uninjured and very powerful, can come in for the finishing blow. Yeah! Go Gunnulf! Apparently most people don't get Gunnulf through the game. Are we done? Okay, good. I was just afraid it bugged out again. I was like, I don't have to do that a third time. And we did it. Damn it. Rook, not you too. Dad, get up! Get up! Help me! Where are the menders? Hush, child, look at me. It's been too long. Put up your hood. You're alive, and we must go. You're only barely aware of the surrounding chaos, as Dredge flee from the Varl warriors, who push their advantage. Alette, become someone else today. There is time to be Alette another day. I will carry your father back to the city. He will be honored properly. I promise you that. Come on now. Juno was right. With the Bellower following, The dredge flee the field of battle. You return to Beauregard, but have almost no memory of doing so, aside from the image of your father's body, still body, being carried in Ivor's arms. So we should have the time we need to finish the ships. I think you're right, the dredge don't seem interested in us anymore. Since Bellower fell, they've been going their own way. The Ravens have been keeping the docks clear. Juno's talking to them about something now. When those longships are ready, we'll be able to sail all the way to Erberang. With luck, before the darkness shows up here. How far south has it spread? Couldn't say. Hopefully not far. We'll get the prince back to his home, and Hakon has already decided to come with us. There's not much else to go back to. The two look up as you approach. Alette, it's nearly time. Soon we'll be ready to leave Beauregard. Find somewhere safe. One ship is done already, at the docks. I had it prepared for Rook. I don't think I can do this. Come, Alette. It is time to honor your father. Wonder if this is the darkness that's supposed to be coming. It's interesting that the boat is glowing. I wonder if there's significance for this. Or if it's just decorative because we've just beat Banner Saga, I guess part 1. We've got parts 2 and then part 3 in like a year or two. I do not like trilogies that are spread out a long ways, but I guess I don't get a choice. God, this is freaking beautiful. Yeah, I don't regret making Rook do it. Achievement unlocked. Diplomat. Beat the odds. Hey! Beat the odds means Gil survived. I actually didn't think Gil went through a whole lot. I think there was like, what, 2 points where he could have died? 1? 1 point where he could have died. What? Maybe I missed it. Oh, right. Cleaning up the bodies probably was one of them. I wouldn't be surprised if either that was like a way for Gil to die or that was a way for... Probably either Gil or Oddleaf. Because, yeah, all the other characters were meaningless. You know, the two brothers probably could have died, but I get the feeling it would have been anything major. I don't know. Let's see, what else was there? I have no idea about Onif or Orif or... Yeah. And apparently Ekil was a recruitable character. I have no idea how that happens, or how you do that. I must have missed that entirely. I was looking up a list of, you know, playable characters and what classes they were, just to, you know, kind of figure out who to start putting points into, because I realized, oh, hey, you know, I actually can't level everybody up to max in this game. You know, the resource requirement becomes extremely prohibitory. Prohibitive? I don't know, anyway. I look at how the credits, most of the credits for this game, I'm fairly certain are purely for the soundtrack. Looking at, you know, tuba, timpani, percussion. Because I think the people that, like, just made the game, very few people, yeah. Arnie Jorgensen, John Watson, well, Arnie Jorgensen apparently did all the art. Maybe? Oh, Alex Thomas probably helped. Jeff Watson. Okay, who's the writer? Was it also Alex Thomas? I've been interacting. Oh, they had some extra writing help. But, I've been interacting with the Banner Saga folks on Twitter, because of the ice cream bug, and, you know, just marathoning this game in preparation of Banner Saga 2, which I'm going to immediately jump into recording immediately after this, which feels really weird, but whatever. You know, I've been interacting with them on Twitter, and, you know, they've been saying snarky things. The guys that made this game, really nice people. Really good, like, you know, community interaction and stuff. I like it a lot. Oh. Apparently they're in Austin. Neat. And now we get the Kickstarter backers, which we're probably going to want to skip past. But, I don't know. I am very happy to have binged the shit out of this game in the span of 24 hours. Literally. Okay, 25 hours. I started at 5 a.m. yesterday, and we're done at 6 p.m. today. Now, for most people, this is probably possible because, you know, whatever, you just stay up late and doing it and whatnot. But, of course, I had to stream and record other things. I stayed up late. Of course, all of this gets rendered and put on YouTube, too. So, like, I'm really sorry for you guys that don't like getting this sheer level of vid spam. I almost never do it, but today, we do. And it was worth it. I had a lot of fun, and I'm looking forward to Banner Saga 2, and I'm looking forward to playing through Banner Saga 2 at a much slower and much more relaxed pace. And on a harder difficulty. We'll see how it goes. Especially now that we know that we can actually go back save files once or twice if we really want to. I don't know, I hate it when I lose battles and lose people and stuff. I probably won't save scum too much, if at all. But, still. Oi, a lot of people backed this, so let's not watch it. Let's see what happens next. Well, there's our answer. Nothing. We're done. Yeah, so... I'd say thanks for watching, guys, but I guess really I'll see you guys on the next episode, seeing as this game has a direct continuation, comes out on the 19th. I believe it's like $15-20 and probably totally worth it. However, for me, the embargo drops in 6 hours, so I'll see you guys probably in an hour or two, honestly, depending on when this video goes up. We'll see. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. I'll see you guys next time.